Hello to all of my wonderful Capricorns. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading. We know that it is November, so that's the 11th month. We know what the number 11 means, right? It's a gateway, it's a portal. The universe and the Most High God are trying to get messages through to everybody. Are you listening, Capricorn? I hope you are. I hope you're paying attention. We also know that the number 5 and the number 6 carries their own special vibration. So we're going to combine November the 5th and November the 6th for your reading. And I'm going to share the special vibrations and what those two numbers mean, right? So the number 5 means that, and it doesn't matter whether it's your life path number or not, you can step into that vibration, right? Because it could be somewhere in your natal chart, somewhere where you exhibit these characteristics. It's a pivotal point in your life, new beginning. You get a chance to kind of sort of really hit the reset button. It's a new beginning in your life. You are connected to a higher consciousness. People find you attractive. You're very bright and alert. You enjoy traveling, art, music. You love change and freedom. I'm going to tell you how that ties into you, Capricorn, in a second. That's the number 5. The number 6, that vibration carries that you're a giver, you're deeply compassionate towards family and friends, and loving and responsible towards family and friends. You are affectionate, you're natural nurturers, very supportive, exude warmth, compassion, and wisdom. You know how to hold space for love, right? So we know you're a divine feminine sign. Your sun sign is Capricorn, you're divine feminine. It doesn't matter if you identify as a man or woman, okay? We know that part. So listen, the 5 part though, what's interesting right now, Capricorns, is that Uranus is in Taurus. Uranus is Aquarius's ruling planet, but it actually affects everybody, right? So how it affects you, Capricorn, is that you all are like the workaholics of the zodiac signs. Very, very hardworking people. My Capricorns are. You all are loyal, hardworking, team players, ambitious, very classy. You're very responsible. You have a lot of self-discipline, a lot of self-control, and you're good managers of those major resources, people, money, and time, right? Uranus is really challenging my Capricorns to really just kind of hit the mute button when it comes to work and turn up the volume when it comes to having fun. So that's what Uranus does for you all, Capricorns, okay? Let's get into your reading. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful Capricorns as it relates to all areas of their lives, specifically in areas of money and wealth, also in areas of power and intellect, also in areas of creativity and emotions, and then also in areas of spirituality and where they need to take action. What information do we have for my wonderful Capricorns? So yes, these planets going retrograde affects everybody, right? Just depends on how it affects you. That's how it affects you, Capricorn, because you all are some super hardworking people, like in there getting it done, taking it to the max every day. So it's time to have some fun, enjoy yourselves, like really have fun and enjoy yourselves. And like I said, turn down that volume when it comes to work and turn up the volume when it comes to fun. All right, go out there and enjoy yourselves. Listen, okay, what do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have here? Remember, I was also talking about, like, when I talk about how these planets going retrograde, it just affects so many people, right? So somebody was in a relationship. Somebody was in a relationship that they decided to leave, to sail away from and just be done with it, right? Whether they left you or you left them or whatever the case may be, somebody felt sabotaged in that relationship. They felt like if they stay in this thing for one more day, that they don't know what's going to happen, right? But you know what's interesting, Capricorn, is that now this is how you feel. You feel like celebrating. You just feel happy. You feel free. It's nothing like being in a relationship where you just feel like you're in bondage. Like, seriously. Like, you just really feel like, oh my God, if I stay here one more day, it's not funny. But seriously, who wants to be in a relationship with somebody where they just feel like they're just in bondage? Like self-sabotage. You know what I mean by that, Capricorn, is, you know how you're in a relationship with a person who is just determined to project onto you who they think you are. Like, you all are nurturers by default, divine feminine. You all are nurturers. You all are magnetic. You show your strength through your inner reserve, right? So you're not always as vocal about how you feel, especially if you feel like you're constantly being attacked. And staying in a relationship where you feel like you're constantly being attacked is self-sabotage. Like, okay, I'm not happy here. I need to go. Right? And so this is this right here. So these birds represent freedom, just like these birds represent freedom. Like you're just craving freedom, but you can't even see the freedom because you have on blindfolds and bondage around your hands. You know, this, what are they called? Y'all know. Anyway. So these birds here represent freedom. This water represents peace and serenity and calm. You see how the person, they have their head down, but they're not looking back. They're just kind of disappointed, like, wow. They got a scarf or shawl draped around them to cover them, you know, to keep them warm. But it's like, you know what? I'm not turning back. No more self-sabotage for me. And so this is how you all are looking now. Yeah, like this, right? No more self-sabotage. Yes. Those restraints. Excuse me. Yes. So no more restraints, right? That person, like I said, I mean, they could have been a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio where you felt like in the beginning, because remember your polar opposite sign is Cancer, by the way, just in case you all didn't know. But that you could have felt like that person was like the knight in shining armor. The knight in shining armor could have been one man or woman if they identify as a man or woman. But you know what I'm saying, Capricorn. You just felt like you were in bondage in that relationship, and you were really trying to find balance. Like you were trying to find work-life balance in that relationship, and it was really difficult. And so now that that relationship is over, after you've done some meditating and praying and said, okay, I need to reach my crown chakra because this is not it. Like, seriously, this is just not it. Now you're celebrating. Look at you. Hanging out with your closest friends. Freedom, freedom, freedom. I was about to break out in song. Freedom, yes, that's what freedom looks like. And so this planet being retrograde, Uranus being retrograde right now, is especially interesting for my earth signs because you all are logical thinkers. You got to make it make sense, especially with my Capricorns. You all are very hard-working people. And a lot of times you all don't get the credit for your hard work and what you bring to the table in a work environment. And so now it's like, you know what? Let me turn my energy away from the people who don't appreciate my hard work and my hard effort. And let me turn it towards some more fun things, some things that I like to do. That's how you relieve your stress. You nurture yourself, right? You know what to do. You know what to do. You give yourself the same nurturing and care that you put into your job. You start to nurture yourself. That's what's happening, right? Yes. Wow. Somebody sent somebody packing. Listen. Okay. Somebody was in rumination mode, right? Literally, like, I'm just over this. I can't do self-sabotage anymore. That's how you all were. It's just like, I just can't do this anymore. I'm not going to stress myself out over this anymore. You all are nurturers. So you all were giving them a lot of your time, right? We're talking about resources, right? Remember I said you all are good managers of money and time and people, like those three major resources. But you all were giving of yourselves, you know, to this person, which was actually costing you money. You could have been making some. See, when I talk about giving money away, I don't necessarily mean, okay, I'm gonna reach in my pocket, grab a couple of dollars, here you go, or grabbing a stack of dollar bills or a stack of fives, tens, or whatever, you know, and here you go. Giving of your money really could be like, I'm spending more time with you when I could be making more money, right? Relationship is over. You're like, I'm done. Now I'm focusing on me. I'm focusing on me. I have radical focus on me, right? Yeah. So it's not about you just, you know, reaching in your pocket and pulling out coins and giving them money. If you could be doing something else like making money and you're spending time with them trying to nurture a relationship where a person is just determined not to see you who you know, appreciate you for what you bring to the relationship, it's time to do this. I'm going to head out. And I'm going to focus on me. You do you, and I'm going to do me. And certainly relationships are not, you know, when people break up, it's really not funny when people break up, you know, because a lot of times you put your heart and your soul and your effort in it. But I'm not about self-sabotage at all, right? Now you're celebrating me, myself, and I. That's where you are, Capricorn, celebrating yourself. Some of you all had a very challenging relationship. You came out of a very challenging relationship where you were trying to work, balance everything else. See how this person is walking on a tightrope? So you made it look easy, but it doesn't mean that you, like, it felt easy, you know? Yes. So it was time to move on. Listen, we have a positive affirmation, right? We have a positive affirmation. The positive affirmation is, I lift others through love and joy. I share my love freely and generously, right? That's what I have for you, Capricorns. Like I said, some of you all have sailed away from some relationships. No more self-sabotage for you by remaining in that relationship. You were like, listen, I was pouring more into it. You were determined to think what you want to think about me, and I needed to just move on. No more self-sabotage. So this is you right here. You remove the bondage. You remove the restrictions from around your wrist, and you say, and you, there you go, free. Look at you, free. You were craving the freedom. Now you have it. Now you're looking back at your old self like, wow, why did I put myself through all of that? Right? That's what I have for you, Capricorn. Bye.